It may be May 11th, 1995, but it's also midnight in the bedroom of a suburban child.
Wake up.
This means it's time for the princess to come out the cuckoo clock, breathing life into all the toys. And just months later, Pixar would steal this idea for their next hit film. We're going from a really hard platformer to one that's very easy to pick up. Perhaps too easy. I was able to beat the whole game on my first try, under 2 hours.
Clockwork Knight is so easy!
It's a quick game, but it pretty much does everything right. After all the toys wake up to party, Sir Tungara de Peperichau III and this silver guy compete in a mating ritual to win the woman. The knights have to cut a heart from a target with keys, milady. But Peperichau is bad at catching, so looks like he'll have to wait till next mating season. But wait, bad things are happening. Now the princess is gone, and every toy has turned evil. 1 year ago, Donkey Kong Country came out, showing off SDI technology, or making 2D sprites from 3D models. Think of how good the FMV cutscenes look at the time. Obviously, the technology wasn't there to make the gameplay look this good, but they were able to render two-dimensional images from these complicated 3D models.
Hey, big fella. Hey, there's Diddy. Diddy and Donkey. Oh, get out of the way, Diddy. How's it feel to be the prototype, fellas?
It looks pretty stellar for the time. And now, with the Saturn's 32 bits, Sega can take this same tech, give it double the colors, and put it in a fully 3D environment with large polygonal boss fights. It's an in-your-face example of what this console can pull off, and it looks fantastic. There's 13 levels, 5 of which are boss fights. The controls feel pretty well put together. You can double tap left or right to dash, jump, and attack with your key. Tapping the attack button lets out a quick jab, but tapping it repeatedly makes Pepper turn the key, causing more damage. You can also pick up and throw items at the bad guys. Developers did a great job at giving each level its own little gimmick. My personal favorites are the one with the trains and the one with the giant sink. The levels are fairly large and filled with secret passageways, leading to extra lives and these coins. You can use these coins in the bonus game after beating a boss, encouraging children to gamble at a young age. These same coins can be used to get continues after losing all lives, so it's best to save them up unless you're feeling lucky. Betsy's room is easy and straightforward. It also has the scariest boss in the entire Saturn library. Once you've defeated a boss, a cutscene shows Pepper making his way to the next world. Kevin's room picks up the pace with the more mechanical environments and fun little puzzles. The end boss here is totally not a Transformer knockoff, but a great show of what the polygon graphics can do, and a fun boss fight as a whole. Things get much harder once you reach the kitchen. It's basically an ice level, since whomever cleaned the counters used the finest polish in all the suburb. These honeypot knife-throwing Pooh Bears? Yeah, the most annoying enemy in the game. And there's a lot of them. The final world is the attic, where Dad's entire pocket watch collection comes to life with a sudden thirst for blood. In the first level here, there's an easy-to-get-to extra life, which respawns whenever you die. So it's pretty much like having infinite lives. It's pretty great. After a fun and challenging battle with the fourth boss, you're immediately sent to the final boss. Now, finally, we get to see who kidnapped the princess and made all the toys and kitchen appliances evil. It's television, the real enemy to children. It's so mad you spent all this time playing with real toys instead of watching shows and wasting away in front of video games. Only problem is the television itself sucks at fighting. This boss is easy. Simply attack its slow arms and pull the jar of pencils underneath when it tries to attack you with its ripped off face. Creepy, but easy. Subliminal message here, kids, is do your homework instead of playing video games. You've killed television. The toys are good again, and the credits leave you with the singing toy. Some say the second Clockwork Knight was originally planned to be part of this game instead of two separate ones. This may explain why the game was so short and why it only took 5 months for the second one to come out. 1 fighter and 2 platformers into the entire American Saturn library. Sanchido is not disappointed with the launch titles thus far, but has yet to be incredibly amazed. Clockwork Knight, a simple, short, but very competent platformer. How does it rank? On the wall. It's really short and really easy, but you might still enjoy it. Platforming fans and speedrunners will probably dig it. With only one official run so far, a dash mechanic, and a short game length, the window of opportunity is waiting for speed demons to beat the clock in Clockwork Knight. Now, even though I've beaten the entire game, I still feel like I'm missing something. So, to fully understand Clockwork Knight, I decided to make my own toys come to life. Take it away, princess.
It's midnight.
Remember, kids, it's not called the Tiananmen Square Massacre. It's actually called the Tiananmen Square Incident. There were a lot of people who were protesting and wanted democracy. Then the police went there and politely asked everyone to go home. And so they did. Nobody got hurt. Yay!
Now in this level, you've just finished a really, really hard level in the game. We use this music and this fairly easy level as kind of a reward. Because the music is so good, we're putting this music on a CD. You know, something that's big in Japan for many, many years is game music on CD. Hasn't been a big hit in America because maybe the music hasn't been quite up to what you hear on the radio every daytime. You're kind of losing it, dude.